Yo, what's up, people? So I was thinking about values and morals and how different people have different perceptions on what is right and wrong. Everyone has their own unique values. One person could be really passionate or value something a lot where another person could not even give a shit about it. But when you live in societies, people tend to build relationships and communication with each other. These group of people, these people who communicate on a regular basis, normally have a similar set of values or morals. I mean, the closer we are physically, the more likely we are to communicate with each other. That's obvious. I mean, people living in the same town or the same communities will have similar values to each other than someone who lives across the world from you. And it's interesting to see how these values set evolve as time grows. I mean, think of it, not even that long ago in North America, people didn't really have equal rights. Women didn't have equal rights as men. They didn't have the right to vote. And there was a lot more racism back then. And nowadays, equal rights, the freedom of speech, the equality is a huge value in our society. So I just find it crazy to see in that time frame that we developed a completely different view of what's right and wrong. Back then, things didn't seem wrong that today seem very wrong. So this really got me started thinking about the future. Just how people perceive things 10 years ago, how people perceive things now. How will people perceive things 10 years from now? There's a lot of things nowadays that we hear things in different cultures or things that used to happen that you go, wow, I can't believe that happens in another part of the world. I can't believe that happened 20 years ago when everyone thought it was okay. In my last video, I talked a little bit about the information age and how information is more readily available and communication is less and less segregated. The less communication becomes less and less segregated, I think our value system will be less and less segregated. People are now able to talk instantly to each other all over the world, able to share their ideas, their morals, their thoughts, their beliefs, their knowledge. Communication itself is becoming more tightly knit. As communication is more tightly knit, the power of people and humanity itself grows. I mean, just think of the changes in the last 5 years with Facebook and YouTube and how people can communicate so immediately. And just the fact that Facebook and YouTube are just over 5 years old. The world is changing fast and it's just gonna change faster. For example, what am I doing right now? I'm communicating to a group of people, my audience right now. I have an audience of 6,000 people. 6,000 people will hear my words. Actually, probably about 2,000 because not all of my subscribers watch my videos, but whatever. An example of immediate communication, I did a blog TV show not too long ago where 30 people approximately were watching my show at the same time. During the show, I asked the people who were watching where they were from and what their time zone was. People who were watching me all at the same time, in real time, from different parts of the world, from the States, from Europe. There's a good friend of mine that I know on YouTube from Australia. He was at my live vlog TV show talking to me while I communicated back to them. We were all in this public place on the internet, but we were all physically scattered all over the world. Just our communication and influences were all communicated in the same place. Another example of this is Facebook. You could communicate with your friends, but I also have an audience of people who watch me who also friend me on Facebook. I mean, about half an hour ago, right before I made this video, I posted on my wall, "Who thinks I should make a vlog tonight?" referring to this vlog itself. Less than 2 minutes later, I got a message that said, "I think you should," from Marianne. She lives in Ohio. Soon later, I got responses from a guy named Nathan and a guy named Keanu, and Keanu's from Texas. And on that comment, I also got a couple likes from Amanda. She's from Toronto. And I got a like from Robert, which is my dad's best friend. All of them people I know from different parts of the world communicating all together in one forum. Communication has become more immediate. So as I was talking about values earlier, I have my local values, my East Coast maritime Canadian values, you know, be polite, share your things, apologize after you do something wrong. And I have the more universal ones that most people have, like don't do to others that you don't want done to you. And of course I graduated from business, so I have my business values, my business ethics that I have in my own mind. My values of creativity and innovative, because you need to be innovative or creative in a world where it's changing this much. Competitors in business need to be creative to stay on top. Before, not like in the old days, I guess, people, when it worked, they kept doing it. If it works, why not keep doing it? But in a world today where everything's changing all the time, you gotta be creative and think outside the box to come up with new ideas to stay ahead. So I kind of have those values as well, and the values to take care of the planet, like the ecological values. But I also have a lot of philosophies that I've learned over the internet from people I watch on YouTube, like Shay Carl, Wheezy Waiter. As a guy who makes videos himself, I always admired Wheezy Waiter and Shay Carl and people like Dan Brown, because when I watch them, I always could learn from them. Oh yeah, and don't forget John Green, of course. I have John Green on my shirt right now, and it says pizza, and I think I just ripped my shirt. I'm an idiot. Oh, I popped the button out of my shirt. And since I admire these people like Shay Carl and Wheezy Waiter, I admired how they've gotten so far, and they are able to turn what they love into something they do, like, and they could live off of. They make money off of making YouTube videos, and what I've noticed is, one, they've worked really hard to get where they are, and two, there's lessons that Wheezy Waiter gives, like in his handstand videos, of how he keeps doing it every day. A lot of things. Here's a few. Things take time and pressure. Shay Carl, yeah, like all that stuff, you know, is now deeply implanted in my own mind. And Wheezy Waiter's from Chicago. Shay Carl's from, where is he from? I forget where Shay Carl's from. Idaho, I think. The internet itself allows communications between people who make the internet better themselves, and they wouldn't be able to make the internet better without knowing the information that is being thrown over the internet. It's like it's a self-sustaining organism that grows itself by using people as pawns for its own madness, and the internet's gonna take over the world. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways, did you see on Sexy Phil not that long ago that he was talking about now they have contact lenses where they have screens in them so you could watch movies through your contact lenses? Like, what? Anyways, I rambled on for too long, so if you have any opinions on this or whatever, just leave a comment in the comments below. I dare ya. Peace.